Okay, we're just short at 12.05.50. Checking stops and targets. Missed a really nice icebreaker trade at the open. I just didn't have enough confirmation on two time frames to do it, but this was the trade, 1500 tip bar chart, first kind of professional bar after the open. Don't take the one on the first on the open. Actually, here you can see this professional blue bar on these red dotted line, which just shows the open. So you would wait for this one here and then the break of the high of that bar. If it's a down bar, it's kind of the trade to go, and then you take 2 points, and I think the entry was about 3.5 or something like that, and we quickly went to 5.5, so you'd been out in the first couple of minutes with a nice 2 points. But that being said, the reason for this trade is cyclical turning point on the 4500 tip bar chart, and we're kind of bouncing around this kind of high at somewhere between 12.04, 12.05, 12.06. And we've had kind of flush signals on the 1500 tip bar chart and the 500 tip bar chart. We've got kind of bearish divergence here. All these kind of amateurs active up here. Had professional up bars kind of here. Would have been nice to have one kind of right at the highs, maybe here. And at the moment, it's kind of going against us. I think there's money. I mean, the low was not made overnight. And there's still kind of people interested in kind of getting short that just want to know where to kind of get short. So I think we've still got a down leg to go at the first part of the day. So that's what I'm hoping to play. So anyway, we're back at our entry point a little bit with it now. So hopefully this will carry a bit. Okay, this is just a few minutes later, and probably wasn't watching the clock close enough. We had consumer sentiment numbers come out at 8:55 Chicago time, and so we're kind of in short around here at 5.5, and spiked up to 8.75. So it came pretty close to the stop. But since then we've kind of changed direction. The market's kind of heading down, so we had kind of flush signals again on the 1500 tip bar chart, all of these blue professional bars. Talking of blue professional bars on the highs, that was one of my comments kind of as I was going short here. Not enough kind of blue professional bars on the highs. We did have a Rambo pattern here with amateurs at the highs, which is a good signal, but then this is really nice, having these professional blue bars at a high, profit taking, bearish divergence and so on. And so we've overshot these cyclical turning points, but we're heading on down now, so that's kind of good. So back down at entry point. Professionals have kind of come in here on the 500 tip bar chart, but not on the 1500, although we've got a cyclical turn happening. However, we're in a downtrend, so we're below cyclical support on the 500. If we print a cyclical support on the 1500 and break, this is going to go kind of nicely in my favor. So still happy to hold. Okay, it's a couple of minutes later, and now this is what I like. Last time I was recording this video, we were just kind of sitting around this 5.5 kind of entry point that we had earlier on, and we had a really, really quick retrace back up to kind of 12.08. But on the retrace, all of that was being led by the amateurs, or at least the amateurs were active at the highs. You can see a Rambo pattern here. We had a little bit of a double top at 12.08, Rambo here, just with a professional kind of prior to that, which is nice. Rambo pattern here on the 1500 tip bar chart, and all that is just kind of pushing the price up, faking people into thinking we've got an uptrend kind of going, getting people long right at those highs, and then it just kind of collapses. So we kind of back at this ledge, really kind of back at 12.05, 12.04, and this is kind of make or break now. You can see on the 4500 tip bar chart we've had the professionals kind of active the first time we kind of came into 12.08. The second time we came into 12.08, amateur kind of active here. So this is a very weak kind of double top here. Flush signals on the 500, 1500 tip bar chart, bang, bang. And we were finding a little bit, kind of a lack of sellers right at this point. But all we need is to kind of break below kind of to new lows or towards new lows, and then all of a sudden everybody's kind of going to be reversing their positions and going short. So, still at break even, held, close to the stop twice now. But I still believe we've got a downtrend to make today, or a completion of the downtrend we've got to make today. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay, well this is nice, just kind of market started to really collapse in my favor, which is good, and we've gone to the 4-point profit target and just beyond it now. We're at 1201, kind of 4 points would be 1201.50. But gonna hold a little bit, first of all because we are in a downtrend, haven't seen a pullback in a downtrend, end of trend kind of warning signal. And I've had to sit through about 3.25 points of heat on this trade, so yeah, I think you've got to make it kind of worth your while. So yeah, market tends to move in about 8 to 10 point kind of range moves. The high was up at about 1208, 1208.25, and so I'd expect, you know, some kind of significant low about 1198, and I think we'd pushed past that in the after hours anyway. So 1200 is kind of psychologically an important point, so you know, I'll probably put my profit target down at 99 at this point and just see if I can get kind of pushed out on a flush down there. But you know, we've got professional blue bars kind of coming in. We've had our exhaustion selling and a flush signal here on the 500 tip bar chart. But you know, these things are not over till you know, we see that end of trend warning signal. So let's see where it goes. Okay, I just came out at 1200 even. Just moved up that target of 99 up to 1200 even, because had this whole series of blue professional bars kind of come in here on the 500 tip bar chart right as we pushed kind of new lows here, and we've got exhaustion selling on the downside. It's an end of trend warning signal. We've got kind of exhaustion selling on the 1500 tip bar chart, Rambo pattern kind of down here, and there we go. Kind of looks like it was a good decision to be out there. On this last push down we had a couple of blue bars here on the 4500 tip bar chart, again kind of professionals kind of getting interested at these lows. So you know, this is kind of probably something like the first shoulder on a kind of an inverted head and shoulders pattern here. That's normally what I see with end of trends. We've still got, you know, a pullback and an end of trend to form on the 1500 tip bar chart. So yeah, I think we'll kind of head back down, but that's okay by me. That's done. So 940, that was a long trade. I took 3.25 points of heat. I know there's probably a lot of you out there that just wouldn't have done that, but we're out with 5.5 points, so kind of risk return, that's not so bad. And I hope your trading went well today.